Hi, and welcome to this video on how to handle mean and hateful comments on YouTube and other social media platforms. If you have ever posted anything online, you've likely experienced negative comments. It can be really tough to deal with, but it's important to address it in a constructive way. By the way, my name is Jenny, and in this video, I'm going to share my tips and strategies for handling negative comments. I may be new to the YouTube platform, but I have been on social media for at least 14 years now. And I have dealt with my share of mean and hateful comments regarding myself, my family, and my business. But before we dive into the strategies, let's talk a little about the impact that negative and hateful comments can have on you. Negative comments can actually have a significant impact on your mental health. They can trigger anxiety, they can trigger depression, and other mental health issues. They can also affect your own self-esteem and confidence. In addition to the emotional impact though, negative comments can also impact your business and your brand's reputation in a negative way. Let's move on to the strategies of handling those negative comments. There are several strategies that you can use, including ignoring the comments. This can actually be a very effective way if the comment is minor and not worth responding to. However, ignoring all the negative comments can make it seem like you just don't care about your audience's feedback or feelings on whatever you were discussing. Another strategy is to actually respond calmly and professionally. And when responding, you will need to be respectful of their opinion. Do it in a professional way. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Think of it basically as a business transaction. You're talking to a customer, because that's what you're doing when you are branding yourself on these social media platforms. You are talking to your customers. You instead need to acknowledge the commenter's feedback and provide a solution or explanation of why you had this opinion, or why you recommended whatever you recommended, or why your product's the way it is. You don't have to respond. You can help them provide a solution for what they're criticizing. If the comment, however, is hurtful or disrespectful, it's okay to call out that behavior and tell them this is not acceptable on your channel. But you can do it in a respectful way to show them that you are not the problem, that how they came at you is the problem. For highly abusive type comments that are calling out the way you look or where you're from or any of that, you can block and report those abusive users. This is very effective for stopping the behavior, but it's also important to remember that it doesn't always work. A lot of these internet trolls will just create a new account and come back on there and leave those same kind of comments. So cyber bullies like to continue the harassment. You can just ignore those. Finally, you can also moderate your comments. This involves setting clear guidelines for commenters, deleting or hiding any comments that violate those guidelines. And it can be time consuming, but it's also effective at creating a positive and respectful community for your brand. Regardless of the strategy you choose, there are some tips for responding to negative comments. First, acknowledge the commenter's feelings, even if you disagree with their comment. It's important to acknowledge their feelings. Second, provide a solution or explanation. If the comment is about a problem with your content, provide a solution or explanation. Redirect the conversation. If the comment is off topic or irrelevant, redirect the conversation back to the content of the topic that you were discussing in that video. Thank the commenter for their feedback. It's important to thank the commenters for the feedback, even if it is negative. This shows that you value their opinion and are open to criticism. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about negative comments on social media. Social media is a powerful tool for connecting with your audience, but it's also a breeding ground for negativity. Some tips for handling negative comments on social media: respond quickly. On social media, the conversation moves quickly, so it's important that you respond to negative comments quickly. That shows you're engaged with your audience and care about their feedback. Keep your responses short and sweet on social media. Brevity is key. Keep your responses short and to the point. Don't delete negative comments. Deleting negative comments makes it seem like you're trying to hide something. Instead, address the comment in a professional and respectful manner, just like you would on YouTube. Use humor if appropriate. Using humor can be an effective way to diffuse a negative comment. Now let's finally talk about dealing with those trolls. Trolls are individuals who intentionally post provocative or offensive comments to elicit a reaction. And some tips to deal with them: don't engage. Engaging with a troll only fuels that behavior. Don't give them any attention, because that's what they're seeking. It's just like I tell my kids all the time. Your brother's picking on you, ignore him. He'll leave you alone. Just ignore it. He's picking on you just to get that attention. Well, also, if the trolling behavior is getting to you, take a break. Don't let it affect your mental health. Remember that your mental health is more important than any online interaction. You come first when it's your business. This is why you created a business. This is why you created an online presence. It's for you. If somebody is harassing you, or you just need to take a break from social media and what's going on with it, take that break. Take care of yourself first. In conclusion, negative comments are a reality of posting online, but it's important to handle them in a constructive and professional manner. If you're growing your brand through YouTube or social media, remember to always be respectful. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I hope these help you handle negative comment on and off of YouTube and on social media. I will see you in the next video.